welcome back to another video. Ooh, let's get this right. Hello, welcome to another video. Hey y'all, how y'all doing? Hey, Okay, so today we're doing a little story time about a toxic online young relationship I shouldn't have been in, but I was. It was just a lot of events that come into it, so I'm hoping it's not a long video, but it is a long event. But that's the point. We'll try to make it quick, good, well, you know. But let's get to it. Okay, so at this time I was about I'm gonna say 13. I was about 13, and I was my dad he had to leave for work. He's a truck driver, so at the time he left, and I was just like, when he left I was broken. He's still in my life. It's not like he left me, like my family. He just like had to leave for work. When truck drivers, they stay on the road, so he had to leave for like a long period of time, and it was just so bad. Like I didn't see him for like 6 months at a time, and it was just crazy. So not seeing my dad every day, seeing your dad every day and then not seeing your dad every day just hurts. Like it just hurts so bad for me. So it hurt insanely bad. So that was like the start of like my hurt. I just felt like my heart was like broken. Like I felt like I don't know. I just didn't feel good when he left, and that's okay to feel like that. Whatever. So I was like really down, and I like my whole life I've never had friends that I kept like for a long. It depends. I probably kept about 3 friends for a long time, but right now I have at least 1 friend from elementary. That's it. So I never really had friends, like real friends. So I was always like alone. That's just me. I'm always like alone, and I'm fine with it. Like I've grown to like it, but back then it wasn't very. For how I was feeling very alone and lonely. It wasn't very good to not have any friends at the time, but you know, it was whatever. So I was lonely. I was like, okay, I can make some friends. There's other people in this world. Like I could have friends. Red mistake. What? All right. First mistake. So I had a phone at the time, and I go on the phone, and I'm scrolling on TikTok. And there's this app called, it's like, make new friends, Yubo. Make new friends on this app called Yubo. And I'm like, oh, I want some new friends. Okay, like, cool. 13, by the way. And I'm like, okay, cool. Download the app. Do a whole profile, everything. Get situated with the app. It was like a dating app. Like you swipe right if you want to be their friend, and you swipe left if you don't want to. It was just a lot. So I was just swiping, meeting new people, texting them. It wasn't that many people that I texted. It was just like, you know. So I just left it alone. So the next day, I go on it again, and I accidentally swipe right on this boy. Accidentally. I wasn't on purpose. But I'm like, whatever, I don't really care. Like I can stop talking. He's not finna text back. So after I swipe right, he instantly clicked on, sorry guys, I'm having this like bug bite. I don't know what's going on. I don't know. I didn't put lotion on. But so he instantly texts back. He's like, hey. So I'm like, okay. So then, okay, cool. So I check before I even text that, I check his profile. Okay, the boy wasn't that bad. Like I wasn't looking for a relationship. Like I've never been in a relationship at the time. Like I've never been in a relationship, real or online. So I'm like, I wasn't looking for that. I was looking for friends. That's all I came into looking for. So I'm like, okay, cool, whatever. So he texts me, and I'm like, cool. Hi, how are you doing? So I check before I check his profile, it wasn't nothing really there. It was just like, you know, nerdy, goofy things, you know. So I'm like, okay, whatever, cool. So we text him, said, hey, how are you doing? We tell each other about ourselves. We tell each other what we like and stuff. And he's like, I don't really be on this app. Can I get your number? And I'm like, I guess so. At this time, I'm like, okay, this whole video, this was 13 Jamora, not 15 Jamora, okay? I learned my lesson. So I'm like, okay. Now I know that's a little trick that y'all be saying. Y'all be doing a 30. But so he's like, so I'm like, yeah, I give you my number, whatever, cool. So I give him my number. We texting on text or messages. Android at the time. He had one too. But so yeah, so we text like all night, nonstop. I'm like chilling, but I was getting that vibe that he was like hinting that he liked me, and I'm like, that can't happen. You can't like someone like in 2 days. So I'm like, whatever, cool. Next day comes around. He's talking about how he was adopted. His parents don't like it. It was just he was just telling me the whole background, and I'm like, okay, I'm happy you can tell me this, but I honestly do not care enough because I don't know you. Like, I'm sorry you went through that. Like, I'm honestly so sorry. But why are you telling me this right now? Like, we just met. Why are you pouring this onto me right now? I guess because I was talking about I don't know what I was doing. I was talking about something. I think I was mad at something. And he was just like, oh, you shouldn't feel like that because I'm adopted. I'm adopted and my parents hate. Okay, I'm sorry, but what does that do with... Okay. So we start texting, and then I don't know where he was at. He was at the beach or something, and his cousin was like, he said his cousin thought I liked him, and I'm like, what are you, what? No, I didn't know what liking was at the time. I didn't know what liking was at the time, so I didn't know, whatever. So I'm like, no, I don't like you. What? So third day come around. I think I'm at my auntie's. I think I'm at like my friend's house. I'm at my friend's house at the time, and I'm just chilling. And he's texting me too, but it wasn't like, you know. So I guess he started to feel me a little more, and I'm like, I guess I feel you, I guess. But I didn't really know. But I'm like, I guess so. So this is 3 days. 3 days, okay? 3 days, okay? So I'm at my friend's house chilling. I'm sitting on the couch and I was on my phone. I'm just chilling. We were texting before, but we weren't texting like that much because I was trying to hang out with my friends, you know. So I get on my phone. He was like, I like you, and I'm like, okay, I like you too. Oh Lord. So he's like, you want to be my girlfriend? And I'm like, oh my God, yes, bro, I've only known you for 3 freaking days. What are you talking about? So whatever. I'm so mad at myself. This is one of the things I do regret doing. Like, I hate it. I just don't, I don't know. So we're dating. Not really, but that's what we thought we were doing, you know. So we're dating. So my parents didn't know about this at all. So that was the sneaky part about it. And I know they wouldn't let this happen. They wouldn't let me do it, so I had to keep it a secret. So I kept it a secret. 1 month goes by. 2 months go by, 3 months go by, 4 months go by. So it's about 4 months into this whole freaking thing. Over the 4 months, it was fine, but I was starting to get that stress bubble in my stomach every day. Like, I started not to eat because I was so like stressed out and like so tired. So I'm like, what is going on? So I'm like, okay, whatever, cool. So after the 4 months, I started feeling really bad. Like, I think school is about to start in the 5th month. School's about to start in the 5th month. He was like, I don't know if I want you to go to... What do you mean you don't know if you want me to go to school? I'm going to school. But I didn't go to school because it was virtual school at the time. So we couldn't go face-to-face at first. So I'm like, bro, I'm not going to school. Like, can you chill? Bro was very insecure. Bro did not like me doing anything, bro. At all. I found it weird, but I didn't question it because I'm 13, Jamora, dumb, young, doing whatever, thinking she know everything in the world. So I'm like, whatever, cool. So the secrecy and sneaking around and trying to keep everybody away from my phone and trying to be as sneaky as I can was just super duper stressful. Like, it was just so stressful. It was just really, really bad for me. Like, I just didn't like it. So I think, school's starting to happen. And I could bring my phone to school because my mom was like, "You're gonna go to face to face," and I'm like, "Girl, what?" So we went face to face, and face to face, whatever. School's starting to be okay, whatever. It's like half the year, so I'm like, okay, whatever, cool. So he'd be like, okay, he lived in California, so his time was 3 hours before back for me. So it'd be like 9 o'clock for me, and it'd be like 6 o'clock. It'd be like early for him. So when I was in school, he'd be up for school too. So, but he'd be at home. So he'd be like, "Can you call me? And I miss you. And I need you to do it." And it was just annoying because I'm like, I'm in school. Like, can you leave me alone? So there was one time I like called him in school because we were doing nothing. And I guess I was talking to one of my guy friends, and he was like, "Who's that?" Because I had to hang up. Because I was like, this is too much. Like, I'm going to hang up. So he's like, he texts me out. He was like, "Who's that?" And I'm like, "Boy, bye. What do you mean, who is that? Like, what are you talking about?" And he's like, "Who is that?" And I'm like, "It's one of my friends. Like, can you..." Because I already knew he was about to go. Because he already did this before. Like, he knows I had a lot of I had guy friends. He never heard me say anything to them. So I'm like, bro, are we doing this again, bro? There were some points where I was just about to hang up the phone, block, and leave. That's the great part about online relationship. You can just block and leave. Like, you don't even care. Well, unless they met you, unless they know where you live. But he none of that. So I'm like, okay, I could just block you and leave. Dash. But I didn't. I was too attached to this kid. So school's happening. It's like in the when did I get caught? Okay, middle school year, almost summer, but not really, in the middle. So there was just this one day, my brother decided to go to Sawgrass. Sawgrass down here where I live in Florida is a mall, Sawgrass Mall. So we decided to go to the mall, and my brother didn't have a car, so we took the city bus with our bikes and stuff. So one day I'm like, okay, we just got up, whatever. So we get out the house, we riding up to the thing. So the bus stop is across the street. The bus is over here. We're over here. So we have to cross the street to go over here. So the bus is already here. So we're like, we gotta run. So we running, get our bikes on the thing, get on bus, drive it. I'm sitting there, I'm like, I'm looking for my phone. It's nowhere to be found. I'm like, oh my God. First thought I had, I'm like, I'm dead already. My parents already found my phone. I'm dead. So I'm hoping. So the whole ride, we had to take 2 buses. So the next bus, I was quiet and like thinking about if I should like run away or what should I do? Like, what should be my lie? What should I do? You know? So we get to the next bus. I'm quiet. I'm just like shocked. I'm just quiet. So my brothers, I guess they realized I didn't have a phone. They're like, "What's going on with you?" Or they thought I was like really quiet. So I'm like, "Bro, I think I lost my phone." "But you don't gotta call nobody. It's fine. It's fine." Cause I'm hoping it got ran over. And it's just gone. Like no trace of nothing. Just give me a new phone. Move on. So my brother decided to call my mom. My mom's like, and he's like, she lost her phone. Can you go find it for her? So my mom was like, yeah, where'd you leave it? It's either on my bed or it's on the floor somewhere. So I have to act like, yeah, I want her to find this phone. So I'm like, yeah, it should be somewhere on the floor, somewhere, hoping you find it, whatever. Whole time stomach is twirling. Stomach is on turn. So I'm like, oh my God, what are we doing? Yeah. So they leave the phone. So we get to the Sawgrass Mall. 2 hours pass. So we get there, having fun, whatever. My mom gets a call from my brother gets a call from my mom. Bro, I just wanted to die in that moment. I was so scared. And my mom's like, oh, yeah, we didn't find the phone, but you just text your grandma to get you a new one. So I'm like, okay, cool. I'm like, okay. Bro, I'm so excited. That's why, like, I'm so excited. I'm ready to dance. I was dancing, partying, everything. My brother was like, what do you dance for? You just lost your phone. I'm like, I'm gonna get a new phone. That's all I'm excited. I'm getting a new phone. Like, that's all I'm excited for. That was not the case. I just did not want to get caught. So, because I had Android at the time, so you could see the messages pop up without even getting into my password, without even getting into my phone. So I'm having fun. 2 hours pass. My mom calls my brother again, and I'm like, why she call? Maybe she's just checking up on us. So my mom's talking to me. She wants me to give him the phone to me, and she's like, Jamar, this guy, we called your phone, and this guy said that he had it, and we're going to pick it up right now. And I'm like, oh my, the phone is gonna be in their hands. I'm going to get caught. And at that point, I just wanted to drop to the floor and cry. I didn't want it to drop to the floor. Like, I'm trying to tear up right now because it hurt so bad. It just hurt so bad. Like, I felt I was about to die. Like, my stomach and my heart dropped. So I'm like, oh my god, yay.
Oh my god, I forgot to add, when my parents got the phone from my from the guy, they went through it and they saw the text message from him. So when they asked for my password, after they called the boy I was talking to and asked him if like that was really him or whatever, they just like interrogated him like to the floor, and he had to prove like his ID and everything. They told me this like after, I don't know what happened, but no, he told me this, that they called him to see if he was like real. It was just a whole thing. But I said that, and then they did call him, and they were like, he's not who he says he is, bruh. He's not what he says. His voice sounds deep. His voice does not sound like he's 15. I was like, bruh, I don't know what you're talking about. But yeah.
Crying inside. I'm like, oh my god, yay, thank you so much. So 2 hours go past. I'm like not in a happy mood. I'm just like thinking about it. What are they doing with this phone right now? And do they have it? Do they not? 2 hours goes by. My mom gets that call. She calls me. She asked my brother what my password was. But I wanted to cry in a moment. You don't understand how bad I wanted to cry. Because my parents scared me. My parents scare me. And I know, especially with that situation, I'm about to get in trouble. So I'm like, bro, please just run me over. Please, bless, run me over. So she asked for the password, and I'm struggling to give it to her because I'm so scared. Like, so my brother's like, give her a password. Like, come on, we gotta go. I'm like, oh my god, 1, 2, 3, 4. Like, and then she hangs up. She's gone. Okay, so I'm like, oh, she just needed a password. Like, we're fine. I'm hoping the boy didn't text me now, but knowing him, boy was clingy. Boy was not finna let me go for 2 hours, for 4 hours. So I didn't tell him anything, because how am I supposed to tell him my phone's gone? Like, how am I supposed to tell him that my phone's lost? So I didn't tell him anything, so whatever. So 2 hours after, my mom, we headed home now. So she didn't call back, so we headed home now. So we get home, and it's just dark. It's just dark. That's all it's just dark. And we walk in the garage, and my stepdad's outside where he sits all the time, and I'm walking past him. He doesn't say anything to us. I think he said hi, but he said hi, and we all walking through the garage door into the laundry room, out of the laundry room door, because it was the garage door, laundry room door, and then my house. So we walking through it, and he gets up and he follows behind us, and I'm like, he was just waiting, and I'm like, okay. So I'm walking up. The house is dark. I'm walking upstairs. So I'm walking towards my room to the left, and my mom calls my name. She's like, Jamar, come in. Well, you know how bad I wanted to cry. Like, I'm just like, let me sneak to my room real quick. Let me just sneak to my room so they're gonna say nothing. I already know I was in trouble. I just didn't. It was just a lot. So my stepdad and my mom locked the door, take me in a room, and they're just talking to me. They're just talking to me. And they're just like, what do you want to tell me? Like, They seen all the messages, like they seen everything. They seen everything. I was acting a little bit too grown for myself. I was acting a little bit too grown, but I'll tell you that a little bit more after. But I was acting a bit too grown. They saw everything. They just saw everything, and it was just really bad because I just didn't want them to see all that, and I didn't expect them to see all that. But I didn't delete any of our messages, but it was like this, whatever. So they're like, can we not make this happen again? Please block him and leave him alone. Because my mom never had that happen. She just thought she like really failed as a parent. And I'm like, no, I didn't mean for her to feel like that. Like I'm sorry. Like, I didn't mean that. So I felt sad. So I'm like, okay, I'll follow whatever you need me to. So she let me have my phone back. I was not expecting her to let me have her phone back. Because there was some parts where she felt bad, and then there was some parts where she felt mad, and it was just a whole bunch. So she's like, I'm giving you your phone back. This is your last chance. Don't do anything. Don't talk to him again. And I'm like, okay. 2 days later, I'm talking to the boy again. So 2 days later, I'm talking to the boy again. I'm explaining to him what happened. He's like, oh, okay. I'm like, yeah. I gotta go. He's like, nah, you could stay. I'm like, I gotta go. I gotta go. He's like, nah, you're staying. And I'm like, whatever. So a month go by. 2 months go by. During this 2 months, everything just fell off. He was just acting so douchey. Like, he wasn't a very good person to me. He wasn't a very good person to me, and I just felt like I just stopped eating. I just wanted to make sure I was skinny, and so I stopped eating, and I just went to school, and I did nothing, and I just did my work, and I just did nothing. So that's when my depressing stage started to happen, when I just felt like I had no motivation to do anything. And then he just made it worse. It was just really bad. And then one night, I was asleep, and I used to sleep with my TV on. So I used to lock my door a lot because he'd want to FaceTime, and that he wanted me to set the phone up, and I didn't want nobody to come in here and see that. So I would used to lock my door. My fault, guys. My fault. My bad. So one night, we weren't even on the phone. I don't even know what I was doing. I was sleeping, actually. I was sleeping, and my TV was on. So my door was locked also. I don't know why it was locked. I just locked it. Because I used to lock my door a lot. I just used to lock it. So I wake up out of nowhere, and I turn my TV off. Why did my mom come out the room right when I turned my TV off? Like, it just looked so suspicious to her. So she came. She started unlocking. She started jiggling the door, and I'm like, oh, I'm tired. Please leave me alone. So she stopped, and I'm like, okay, she's just me. So she keeps going. I'm like, yes. So she comes in. She's like, give me your phone, bro. Well, actually, no. She was like, who are you talking to? And I'm like, no one. She's like, give me your phone. So she takes my phone and goes to the room, and then she's like, she comes back in here, and she's like, I guess she's checking it in her room. Came back in here, and she was like, you're not having your phone back. No. She asked me who this is, and I'm like, it's a boy. And she was like, nah, there. He was like, nah, for real. Like, and then she was like, I was like, it's the one from like before. It's the same one. And she was like, so she left. And then I went to sleep with no phone that night. And then she came back in the morning while I was getting ready for school, and she sat down. She was like, Jamal, I'm taking away your phone, because I'm not doing this with you, and the only way for you to leave this boy alone is if I take your phone away. And I'm like, okay. Took my phone away for a good 6-7 months, bruh. I'm probably exaggerating. It was probably 5. It was probably 4 months. It was something. It was a month. It was more than 2 months. Okay? So that was the longest I ever had my phone without my phone. So I'm like, oh no. So I started texting this boy like, bro, I was so attached to this boy. I started texting him on like a fake phone, another phone, and I started texting him on like Discord. Bro, I'll pop up some pictures here to show you the messages we used to go through, and the messages that was just, it was just about just everything. I was just like trying to get it out, and he wouldn't let me go. Not like that, but like out of the relationship. Like I was like, my mom's telling me I gotta go. Like I was starting to feel like my mom was gonna catch me again, so I was like, I gotta go. So I'll pop up the pictures here. I'll pop up some stuff here, some videos about showing you how depressed and everything I was before she took my phone away. And then when she took my phone away, it actually I got a little better, because I only used to text him on my computer and that was it. And I never used to take my computer to school, so I'd just be like chilling the whole day. So after that, not that I was chilling. I finally got my phone back. There was this one time I had this fake phone, and I like got so over it, I smashed it, and then I told him that my mom smashed it. That actually hurt. Like that actually hurt so bad. I told him that my mom smashed it, and it was just crazy. But whatever. He believed me though. And then I was just like, I'm done with it. And I just said I'm done. So I had to figure out a way for him to say, okay, I'm done with you forever. So I'm like, okay. So this is like the end of summer. So I'm eyeing this boy. We're gonna name him A. And I'm eyeing A. And me starting to eye each other. And one day he just like came to sit with me at the bus stop, because I used to take the bus to go home, because it was just a lot going on, because I moved and stuff, and still went to the school. So he came to sit with me to the bus stop, and he was just like really feeling me, and I was very, very quiet and shy. That's how I am now. Like before I know you, like I'm pretty like I don't know. It's just a lot going on. That's how I am. It's just how I am. But so I was like that with him, and I'm like, what are you doing here? Like, what are you doing? Like, I thought you were cute, but I didn't even do all this. Honestly, the online relationship was over. Mentally, I was over with. Physically, I was so called there, but I blocked him so many times, but the boy kept coming back. So I'm like, this is the time. So I'm like, I'm like, okay, cool, I like you. I'm just gonna be like, I'm gonna be with him instead of you. So I guess we hugged that day before I went on the bus stop. It was great. I'm not gonna lie, because I haven't had a hug in a long time. So when he gave me the hug, it was pretty cool. So then I posted it on my TikTok, a little story time, and I blocked him before I blocked the boy I was talking to before the online relationship. K, what's his name? K, sorry guys. But K, I blocked him, and then I posted a video about A, and he was like, I blocked him, and then all of a sudden I get this random TikTok account talking about some. So what is this about? I'm like, what are you talking about? Where did you come from with this fake account? What are you doing? This fake account. It was just crazy, because why you have a fake account? Like, why? But it was just crazy. But he ended up finding out, and then the next day he was like, why did you do that? Now you cheated on me. That's so sad. I've never cheated on you in my life. I was so happy. And then after, I'm like fighting with him, be like, I'm fighting for you. Like, I didn't mean to cheat on you. I'm so sorry. All that we did was hug, bruh. So he ended it that day. And he's like, I'm done with you. And I'm like, I'm done with you. And we ended it that day. And then I started talking to A, and then we like fell off. But I feel like he was like, A was there for me to get out that. God put A there to get me out that relationship. Because after me and K left, me and A started talking, but we broke apart like real quick. So he was just an excuse. So I really feel great for him. Honor to A. Even though A was not it either, he was trash too. The craziest part is that he's in my school right now. It's not nice, but we haven't talked in like forever. So, but yeah, that was the story time of how I got caught with the online relationship. Yeah. I just didn't want the video to be too long, but it seems to be long. I'm sorry, but I hope it's an interesting video. Yeah. And now I'm starting. After that, I started to gain back my confidence because I lost myself so much, bro. I was so lost. I lost myself so much. But I'm slowly but surely beginning to love myself and come back to the Jamora I was never. But she's becoming a better Jamora right now. So my current boyfriend, applause to him, y'all. Give him a round of applause because he is doing his thing. He's not gonna watch, but he's doing his thing, bruh. But yeah, I don't want this video to be freaking 5 minutes long. I'm sorry. But I'll see y'all in the next video. Hope you guys enjoyed. Hope you want to subscribe. Help a girl out. And I'll see you on the next video. Thank you. I know my hair looks a mess, but thank you.